So I decided, as we are gearing up for the 8th annual Entrepreneurs Ball, one thing that I have never done with you all throughout the 8 years of me doing this event, I have never taken you on a POV behind the scenes of how I prepare and get my creative juices flowing to prepare for the ball. So this year, the 8th annual Entrepreneurs Ball, which is a taste of legacy, is October 18th at Down and Girls Cultural Arts Center. Early bird tickets are on sale now. So definitely make sure, if you plan to be in the room, you know you're not going to miss this event, make sure you take advantage of the early bird tickets. The link to purchase those tickets will be in the caption or in the comment section. But today, one of the things I am going to be doing is I am going to prepare a dish with you all. Now, I'm not saying that this dish is going to be on the menu, but I am going to prepare a dish with you all and just kind of take you all into the creative process of how I do prepare for the ball, how I draw inspiration to figure out what the menu is actually going to be. So I am still tailoring the menu. I do have some things like I know it's going to be on the menu, and then there's some areas I'm like, let's just see where it's going to take us. So, and that's what I'm going to do with you all today. So today I am actually not going to be preparing my own recipe. This recipe, where I just only made a few tweaks to, is a recipe by Chef Patrick Clark. He was a well-known chef in the DC area. He was known as being one of the first Black executive chefs to be in the fine dining space. So, and tonight's dish will be a seared veal chop with braised fennel and radicchio with a mushroom ragu and roasted tomatoes. So, like I said, I've only made a few tweaks to this recipe, one being the radicchio. So we are going to see how it goes. We're going to taste it and try it together. And like I said, I'm not saying this dish is going to be on the menu, but I'm also not saying it will not. You really have to be in the room to see how everything plays out. So for now, though, let's just enjoy this experience together, and we will see where it leads us. So y'all stay tuned, fam. All right, fam, let's get into it. As you can see, I'm locked in, mapping out in my head how I want to approach this dish. I started with the fennel and radicchio since I knew they would need the most time to cook. This recipe doesn't call for a lot of seasoning, just salt, pepper, fresh herbs, and chicken stock as the braising liquid. Keeping it simple, just like Chef Patrick Clark did. While that's going, I went ahead and chopped up some fresh herbs for the veal chops. Then I circled back to the fennel and radicchio and added a splash of Worcestershire sauce. I wanted a little smoky flavor, and I didn't have any liquid smoke on hand, so that was my go-to. Now, let's get into these mushrooms. I know some of y'all don't like mushrooms, but trust me, once we cook all the moisture out, they're gonna hit. While those are cooking, I season my veal. One thing I've learned, not just from Chef Patrick Clark, but from a lot of legendary chefs I'll be highlighting as we head toward October 18th, is that they didn't over-season. Salt, pepper, fresh ingredients, that was the magic. Of course, some dishes call for more flair, but for this one, the basics are enough. The veal was so fresh, I didn't want to mask those natural flavors. Now, listen, my mama has chicken tender and french fry taste buds, so yes, that chicken breast you see me cooking, that's for her. All right, you've seen most of the dish come together. Before we plate exactly how Chef Clark did, I want to share a bit about the late, great Patrick Clark. As I mentioned earlier, he was one of the first chefs to blend fine dining with bistro-style cooking during his time as executive chef at the Odeon in Tribeca. He did this at a time when seeing a Black chef in that position was rare. He worked in kitchens across Beverly Hills, the DC area, New York, Britain, and France. He was the first African American to win a James Beard Award for Best Chef in the Mid-Atlantic region. And if you don't know, the James Beard Awards are basically the Oscars of the culinary world. What I admire most about Chef Clark's legacy is how he mentored an entire generation of Black chefs coming up behind him. His journey showed me that your gift can take you all around the world, and that being your authentic self can create a legacy that touches generations. So as I close this out, let's raise our forks and enjoy the taste of Chef Patrick Clark's legacy. Whew. All right, y'all. So y'all have seen the process. Now it is time to taste, and we're gonna see what's hitting on. Oh, let me get y'all this POV shot. All right, let's try this veal. What the deal taste like to you?
I'm hungry.
What's I'm good. Not gaming. I ain't never be gaming. I'm telling the people. I just try this for these films. The meal is actually really good. What do you feel in Finland, man? I think just taste you might not be used to. Okay, so this is not a bad dish at all. Shout out to the late great Patrick Clark. Everything on this plate, especially as my first time having veal, my first time making fennel and radicchio like this. This isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. So I hope y'all enjoyed this behind the scenes POV experience with me, and I hope to see you all at the 8th Annual Entrepreneurs Ball, October 18th. Early bird tickets are on sale now.